Welcome back into GCU Arena, and thank you for spending your Saturday morning with us. The Lopes look to bounce back after a 4-game set loss to Fordham on ESPN3 in front of a good crowd of 2,500. I'm Alex Larson, he's Aaron Gina. A new season, new excitement. What are the Lopes going to look for today in their second of 3 games in this tournament?
You know, I don't think they exactly got the start they wanted last night coming into this tournament, so I really think they're looking forward to kind of starting hot and really gaining some momentum before tonight's game. I really think that, Gonzaga is a young team, but I think the Lopes can take advantage of this game and really just have some momentum going into this game and also tonight.
Well, the Lopes boast a 4-3 record. Well, let's join the court. 4 starting lineups for the Lopes.
Are you ready?
Hicks is the blocking leader with 28 for the Lopes. DeFalco, of course, one of the most exciting new additions to this team. Nothing new there. Powers, the power on this team for the Lopes. Kavensky, the kills leader for the Lopes with 94 thus far. Ahern is going to look to get those digs. She leads with 119 in that category. Carpenter, the jackrabbit, one of the most explosive players on this Lopes team and one of the younger ones. And Adams is going to get a start after not really starting so much last year. She will be in there in this, like we said, the second of 3 games. They've got a game at 7 tonight against Idaho, but looking to at least go 1-1 against this Gonzaga team that is 4-4 as well. The Fordham team that they lost to last night, 7-1. Like we said, an attendance of 2,500. That one nationally televised in a way on ESPN3, and not the best showing result-wise, but school spirit-wise couldn't get much better than that.
The great atmosphere moving into the arena here from Antelope Gymnasium just really allows for a lot more fans and really just increases, I think, that can have an effect on the volleyball players here today. Really just coming into this Saturday morning with a really great game between 2 great teams.
Next on the docket, after they get out of Phoenix, they will go to Peoria, Illinois to play in the Bradley tournament to face the South Dakota State Jackrabbits, the Yukon Huskies, and of course Bradley. But unfinished business here as they look to grab 2 of 3 is still possible. Starts with a 1 against the Zags now, and then at 7 against the Vandals. Opening serve almost here. And I'll tell you what, it's a completely different atmosphere in the arena compared to the gymnasium. Much louder. Of course, you got the bass and the surround sound. Just gotta play into the hands of the Lopes. And the Havocs right behind us will be being rowdy all night. Smith will serve, and we're off. Faith Smith. Carpenter's going to set this one. Powers not going to stay in off the end line. And coming out swinging a little too hard, but not a bad strategy from Powers as they're going to have to convert early. Trying to do so there, they trail 1-0. Smith, the line drives her just barely getting over that net. Carpenter sets. And that ball's going to get down. Tegan DeFalco. DeFalco, the freshman, 73 kills, make it 74 and a .215 hitting percentage. Up it goes again. Now Kuhn. Good job by DeFalco keeping that one off the gym. Up again, Smith, set. Kill attempt there by Penner, no good. And this is Kavensky who tries to kill it, but a good job of pancaking that one up. Carpenter, the set. And the kill by Clara Kavensky. There's a reason why she leads this Lopes team with 94. Make it 95.
Kavensky is leading the Lopes with 3.33 kills per set, so just another example why she's in first right there.
DeFalco a serve, it's going to be an ace. Service ace for Tegan DeFalco. Not much for the Lopes so far, but there's one there and a good serve. That one went to the Lopes side as it was received too hard by Gonzaga, and Kavensky was able to put it over, giving GCU a 4-1 lead. Falco serves again. On her knees to keep that one up. Sent over by Gray. Now a set by Carpenter. Kill attempt by Powers, no good. This one just going over. And now a powerful swing by Whitaker is going to be kept in on the backside. Libero keeps it up and then killed far side. Good job of being able to get that near side to far side by Penner. And Sarah Penner has a kill there to half this lead. Tiana Hallems comes on, she'll serve. Carpenter set. Kavensky doesn't stay in, just a side out, and it's 4-3. I like to see Kavensky swinging early. Serve there by Hallems. Carpenter sets it to Powers. She tries to find the back left corner, cannot do so. And we're tied at 4s.
Yeah, tough angle there for Powers. That would have been a real good kill.
Hallems, the leading server for the Zag squad. Carpenter is set, and the blocking hands up from Kuhn and Whitaker have given this lead to Gonzaga. 5 unanswered. Kavensky wanted to get that kill, but the blocking hand said no. Hallems. And a nice swing. Good job jumping over there by Kavensky. Not quite. DeFalco sends it over. Now kept up by the libero on the Zag side. And a nice little tap there on the far side by Powers. Stays alive, and we're seeing a long rally here. Well, good job keeping it up to receive that was Ahern from Gray. It was powerful, but off her hands it went right into the net, and now it's 6-4, Hallems to serve. And a good job fake flying over there. It was Hannah Hicks, the block leader. Looks like she was going to put a little more into that. Tapped it up and deceived the Zag side.
Big point for the Lopes there. They was up 4-1, 5-5, so really catching up there with a 6-5 lead.
Kobe Dunn checks on to serve for the Lopes. And a service error right into the top of the net. Score 7-5, and now the Zags are going to get the serve. It'll be Whitaker to serve. At least Whitaker, 50 kills, a 287 percentage. One of the leaders on this Zags team. Carpenter sets for Powers. And they're going to say it got the fingertips of a Zag player. Good job of Powers getting power behind that one. And as a result, unable to be handled by Gonzaga. Kayla Redfield's going to come on to serve. 24 sets played thus far, 105 assists. She's been very helpful at the net. Serve is across, kept up by Smith, and then a kill attempt. Swinging from right to left. DeFalco will set this one up. Libero keeps it up for the Zags. Far side, it's Gray who tries to kill it, no go. And now a mistimed jump there was Kavensky. It looks like she wanted to hit it, but realized her positioning was a little different. And into the net. 8-6, Zags lead. Serve there. Now kept up. Good job by Kuhn. And now Gray again, she's going to try. She's got the powerful swing on that Zag side, and we'll see it for the rest of the game. Lefty swing there by Whitaker. And there's a kill over the net. Not quite. Good job of the Zags to keep their hands up. And another rally, a long rally. Going to see a lot of that. Whitaker keeps that up on the far side. Now we're still going. Kept up again. Nice hustle by DeFalco to keep it up. Tries to throw one hand at it. Couldn't quite get it up. That's a tough fought point for Gonzaga right there.
Yeah, Zags into that rally with 2 blocks there on the Lobes, so Lobes couldn't quite overcome it.
Kuhn serves for Gonzaga. Intercepted by Ahern. And set up to Kuhn again. Kuhn's going to assist here. Fake by Lowen, and it went to Gray, but the blocking hands of the Lopes up again, and the deficit's cut back to 2. Kavensky's going to serve for the Lopes. Kept up. Good job of staying on her knees by Ahern and keeping that one up. And up. Nice kill attempt there. But again, it is going to be Kaylee Lowen. Gets the spike on Ahern. Went to her knees to make that save, but couldn't do so. And Chepin Gray is going to serve for Gonzaga, up 10-7. Good job of keeping that one from going over to the Zag side, and maybe saved a point there was Kayla Redfield as she kind of scooped it up from the other side and brought it to her side. Able to assist it for the kill there. Adams gets that kill. Nice dive there. Kuhn is unable to keep that one up, and it's a 1-point lead for Gonzaga. Emma Ahern's going to serve for GCU. Back and forth, back and forth. See which team can get into a game of runs as that one will tie it up. A service ace for Ahern. Unhittable on the far left side.
That's 3 unanswered points here for the Lopes, so good job to really get back in this game, make it a 10-10.
Ahern serves this one, and a good kill by Kaylee Lowen. It was set up by Jenna Kuhn. Serve there by Thorkildsen, and a flying kill comes in by DeFalco. That's why she's so electric. Do plays like that out of nowhere. She came flying out of there, timed that jump perfectly, ties it up again. Now the Jackrabbit on to serve. Heidi Carpenter looking to regain this lead for the Lopes. It's away. Kept up by Rudell. And I was going to say that one did get the corner. Good job finishing by Gonzaga. And they take the lead again, 12-11. Gonzaga 5 kills, GCU 7. Sarah Penner gets credit from there with an assist from Jenna Kuhn. Carpenter set for DeFalco, not quite. Kept up on a good job. Nope, they went that one on the near side. They said she went over the net, or under the net, I should say there, and back to being tied. Good play by DeFalco and Carpenter on that far side. Just two-person game. She'll serve it again. Way too much there.
DeFalco is really bringing a lot of energy for the Lopes here. She has a kill and a lot of nice digs, and she's really just bringing a tenacity that I feel like the Lopes squad is feeding off of.
Absolutely, and it'll be interesting to see when they can get some runs. This is a game of run back and forth, back and forth. Keep it consistent, and then pull away here in this set. Carpenter, good job keeping that one up, but kill attempt couldn't happen. Kavensky tried. Now it'll be DeFalco who will tap it over. Kept up there by Smith, and an attempt by Gray to kill it is out, and we're back to even at 13s. Kobe Dunn back on, and Kavensky comes off. They set there by Smith. Diving play by DeFalco, and that's why she's so huge for this team. Smith set to the far side for Gray. Off the fingertips and out, so a Gonzaga point there.
Yeah, DeFalco already has 3 kills in this game, followed by Claire Kavensky with 2 kills.
Whitaker serves, powers, and they did get a deflection on the near side. It didn't look like it at first. Seems like there was an overpower there by Powers, but she got the fingertips of the opponent, and we're back to even. Redfield will serve. 14-14, set 1. Smith. And put home by Kaylee Lowen, her 3rd kill on the set.
Yeah.
And a substitution here.
Nice play from the Zags, great set and great finish by Lowen.
Abby Knapp coming on. Jenna Kuhn will serve for Gonzaga. And a timeout, so we've been back and forth, back and forth. Gonzaga 15, Grand Canyon 14. We'll be right back after this.
Mechanical engineering. Arizona is completely different from Italy, but that's why I love it so much. I feel honored to be here at GCU. I feel like they truly care about who I am. If you're passionate and if you work hard, you can do it, and GCU is here to support you. I will be able to apply my knowledge and make a difference immediately.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Who's going to be able to grab momentum? It's been back and forth, back and forth. Each team consistent. The Gonzaga 7 kills, the Lopes 9 kills.
Right.
Percentage-wise, they're about 150 to 100, so staying consistent there. But who's going to be able to get a spark for the team that's going to propel them?
Yeah, I think these next 5 points are big points because they can easily go back and forth like they have been. But if the Lopes can just chip away 2 points, 3 points, and they're up by just a couple points coming into just the 20 range, I feel like the Lopes can take the first set here against the Zags. And
right, like we always say, whoever wins the first set puts themselves in the driver position for the rest of the match. So GCU wanting to get this one, and a loss against a Fordham team, but it wasn't a weak Fordham team. 7-1 with some quality wins. And now hopefully they learned something from last night. Now they're off playing well here. Better than they started against Fordham last night.
Last thing they want to do is come into their first set and lose the first set after losing the match last night. So they're going to come in and establish some momentum.
There's Tardy on the substitution off the timeout, and she will get herself a kill from the get-go. 15-15. Just looking to bring new players in, maybe to get some new momentum. And they're going to say, not exactly sure what that call is. Gonzaga, the point. It was a blocking error from Natalie Tardy. Hit the net. So now Gray serves. Tried to slam that one down was Adams, but no. Good job keeping that one up as Penner tried to end that set, or that play. Kuhn, set there, punched over. Kept up, Carpenter, and the kill by DeFalco.
Yeah, that moves DeFalco now to 4 kills, moving Lopes up to 10 kills versus the Zags 8 kills. So Lopes is having a few more points on the board. Tie game here at 16-16.
That was not Carpenter on the assist. I'm sorry, that was Kayla Redfield. Good job getting the assist. And this will be Emma Ahern to serve. She has had 2 service aces. This one's away and too much on it. And it's out on the near side here, so back and forth again, 17-16. It seems like each time for the last maybe 12 to 13 points, it's just been alternating and who's been winning those. So now there was the serve, and DeFalco can't get that one over the blocking hands of the Gonzagas. Good job staying up. Thorkildsen. And this one's barely tapped over, kept over there by Carpenter. And this is going to be a blocking error for the Lopes and a point for Gonzaga. So will these 2 points in a row for Gonzaga have any bearing on the final kind of minutes of this set? Tardy's gonna receive that one. Kept up by Redfield, and DeFalco tries to kill it, can't do it. And a receiving error. Sarah Penner is going to get the kill. Tips off the hands and out. And it is now a 3-point lead for Gonzaga.
Yeah, it's 3 straight points for the Zags. And we're talking about momentum. And then Zags seem like they're taking the advantage, but it's exactly the kind of thing the Lopes needed to do if they were going to take this first set.
Coming out of the timeout, Gonzaga has increased their hitting percentage to 250. GCU at a 146. Smith serves that one. So that was Thorkildsen to serve. And it is going to be a point for GCU. So just what they needed. Didn't want that run to get to 4. Carpenter is going to serve. Sends this one over. Good reception there by Riddell. And it's killed on the far side. Faith Smith will serve for Gonzaga, up 20-17. Penner gets credit for the last kill. It's now 5 for Penner in this set. Smith serves this one up. Recepted by Ahern. Set from Carpenter. DeFalco tries to kick it as it was a kill attempt. The blocking hands came up, the ball came right back down, and it's a 4-point lead now, 21-17.
Almost seemed like Ahern had it there if DeFalco wouldn't have kicked it, but of course those are the things that, you can't do everything.
A whistle before the serve, and a GCU timeout, and a well-needed one. 21-17 We'll be back for the conclusion of set 1 after this.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Slopes fans, we're here in the new GCU Arena, no longer Antelope Stadium, and it's 21-17. Alex, tell me about what the Lopes need to do in order to get this first set here.
Well, it's really just conversions. I mean, there's a bunch of kill attempts, and they're getting them. They just have to get it over the blocking hands of Gonzaga, and credit to Gonzaga where it's due, because they've done a good job there in dominating the Lopes there in a field that they're usually used to getting those kills.
Sure.
But it's really just going to come down to converting and executing for the final 8 points.
Yeah, and the Zags do have 4 more digs than the Lopes do, so they're actually getting more plays on the ball than the Lopes, and I think that is what's attributing to this 4-point lead.
Gonzaga's definitely able to kill it a little bit harder than GCU has been lately, and the diving hands of the Lopes just can't get to it, and Gonzaga seems to be able to today. Smith serves. Carpenter sets, and this one, that would have been a big point coming right out of the timeout. Carpenter sets it again, and just what we said right there, the blocking hands of Elise Whitaker and Gray unable to get it over, and now it's 22-17, a 5-point deficit. A floater there. Carpenter sets to the near side, it's to Falco. And that'll be a reception error on the Gonzaga side. That is what they're talking about. You come flying in like that, you want to get it, find some hardwood, and she did there. Too much power on that one, 22-18. Little floater over that, just picked up by Thordkildsen, and this one is going to be out. So out of the timeout, just what GCU needed, 2 points. $13 kills for GCU, 11 for Gonzaga. Kept up by Whitaker, and there's a kill on the far side. We're gonna give that to GCU. Whitaker couldn't keep that one in.
Yeah, those are 2 big points for the Lopes here. 22-20. Zags nearing the final score, so the Lopes really need just to chip away at the Zags score if they want to get this first out.
Let's go, Lopes! Let's go, Lopes!
And that is off the blocking hands of the Lopes. Powers and Carpenter on the near side. A point for Gonzaga, 23-20. Tiana Hallam's in for Chapin Gray. She will serve for Gonzaga. Carpenter, Powers, Hicks, DeFalco, Ahern, and Kavensky on the court for the GCU Lopes. Kept up now. And that one just getting over. Tipped the top of the net, and we have a set point for Gonzaga, up 24-20. We might see another timeout by GCU, and you do. 1 away from set number 2. Hopefully GCU can hang on. We'll be right back.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Well, you look at the stats and the Lopes, 1 block to the 4 for Gonzaga, and that's really the storyline of this set at least. Down 24-20, and those 4 points have been probably by way of the kill and, blocks like that.
Right, even with DeFalco's 5 kills, actually Sarah Penner has 6 kills for the Zags. So not only are they getting more digs and more blocks, the more kills is just a combination that the Zags need in order to probably take this first set. But we'll see if the Lopes can bounce back, and even if they don't get the first set, they're going to come back, and I really think that a combination of DeFalco and Powers, they can get some more points on the board that are going to be crucial for them.
The biggest part about volleyball is, of course, there's not one set. You get to reset your batteries after this set if Gonzaga wins right here, and it'll be the serve for Hallam's. We'll see. And that is it. So a Gonzaga set 1 win as they were able to convert and finish in the latter stages. And 25-20 loss. They stayed close, but they started ahead, and they're going to need to continue to do that. You can't lose these leads late. That's what they did against Fordham last night. You got to get ahead and stay ahead.
Right, yeah, and I don't think the Lopes should lose heart, lose soul or anything, because they're right there. They played good volleyball, and I think just coming in this next match, maybe with some more combinations and maybe a few more digs and a few more blocks, they're right there to make it 1-1 in the series.
And like we said, this is not a game where they're not getting over-dominated, out-powered by Gonzaga
Not at all.
You look at this game and just back and forth, back and forth. It was just which team was able to get it done towards the end. Gonzaga was, but Coach Tim Nolan over there has got to be making adjustments and excitement here for their second set here.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Zags came out with just a little bit more of an edge, but like you said, the game's very close, and momentum is probably equal on both sides. And it's not like Gonzaga is really dominating. So I feel like the Lopes can come in this second set and easily take a win here to make it 1-1, and hopefully win this series against the Zags, especially after a loss last night. The first thing you don't want to do in a tournament, especially when you're hosting a tournament, is like lose your first 2 games. So if the Lopes can battle back here and win a set, I really think that will carry momentum into the third set, and also a game tonight that is also a big need.
There's definitely a mental aspect of losing the first 2 games, heading
Sure.
into the last one. You're waiting, you play at 12, you lose, you wait around till 7, and you're not really as motivated, whereas if you win this one, then you're wanting to go out and, go positive for the tournament, go 2-1. So a big game right here, the second one of 3. Final stats for set 1, 14 kills for Gonzaga, 13 for the Lopes. Attacking airs, 7 for GCU. That needs to be cleaned up, only 4 for the Zags. A hit percentage of .256 for Gonzaga, and the home team 125. Service airs, 3 for the Lopes and none for the visitors. Fix those things up. GCU is going to be in good shape. 50 seconds till set 2 tip-off. And we'll be right back here to GCU Arena after this.
Founded on the belief that the entrepreneurial dream is an engine that drives innovation forward in a global marketplace, the Colangelo College of Business educates and develops values-driven business leaders. Our graduates exemplify the principles of servant leadership and entrepreneurship. GCU's strong Christian identity informs the education you receive, integrating our Christian values with the business curriculum. The college features more than 25 programs from the bachelor through the master's level, catering to traditional, evening, and online students. These programs serve a diverse set of aspiring business professionals who not only learn in the classroom, but gain real-world experience operating actual businesses. Our students also receive unique access to Jerry Colangelo's legendary experience, leadership, and connections throughout the business world. Find out more at gcu.edu/business.
Welcome back to the court. This season, you look at the stats in their 7 games so far versus opponents. They are trailing in airs, actually, so they've done a better job of reducing those airs. 126 compared to 143 for opponents. The percentage actually rises well above the opponents overall, 198 compared to 155. So a little bit out of character so far for the Lopes. But Gonzaga back in the court, GCU back in the court. and energy in the arena. Havocs are right behind us. They will continue to be rowdy and harass the other team. A little talk here, the near side, with Jenna Kuhn and the official. Not quite sure what that's about. As the Zags look to the sideline, not sure what's going on. Ready to serve over there is Heidi Carpenter for the Lopes, it looks like. And we are set to go. The initiation of set number 2 is going to go to GCU as a reach over the net on the Gonzaga side. Carpenter serves. Carpenter up again. Now Ahern's going to set this one. Near side, nice diving play made by Thorkildsen. Kept up by Kavensky. And now DeFalco sends this one over, and a good rally here back and forth. Sent down, good job of Ahern diving on the ground to keep that one up. DeFalco, a little tapper. Can't do it. Now this one pushed over. Smart play by Faith Smith.
Yeah, real nice fake there, and it just really fooled the Lopes. One thing I'm noticing, Alex, is even though the Lopes lost the first set, they don't seem discouraged. They seem happy, they were smiling. So I feel like that's really going to be a big factor for them coming to the second game. And there we go. So there's another point for the Lopes, and I just feel like they're comfortable and they know how to play volleyball. So I think they're going to come back and just do great this set.
Well, that's something you saw a lot last year as they settled into their gymnasium. They certainly seemed to just be more comfortable. When they were trailing, they didn't seem to have the panic look in their face. They had the support of the fans. The fans were always behind them. And it's good to see that carrying over this year, especially with some new faces, even though they returned most of their squad. And for the first time, Tressa Schuler comes on for the Lopes, sends this one into the net. And there'll be another service error. That's 4 for the Lopes now, 1 for the Zags. Kuhn's gonna serve. 5 digs for Kuhn, 286 hitting percentage. And a good job of Hannah Hicks sending that one right at Jenna Kuhn. Taking the lead for GCU. And now it's Hicks serving the far side. Kept up there by Abby Knapp and sent back over, and the blocking hands of Adams couldn't get that one to go back to the Zag side as it drops on the Lope side for a Gonzaga point. And picking up right where we left off, really in the middle of that set, just back and forth, no team pulling away early. And Hag did not get that one in. It just went out. I was waiting for the call. Fans maybe would have thought that one was in. I thought it was in. Honestly, but from the far side, you can't really see. As Gray is going to get a service error. Substitution for the Lopes, Kayla Redfield on. Sarah Hage is off. And what do you know, Kayla Redfield will serve. 4 attempted serves for Redfield. This one, the 5th. Intercepted by, and then DeFalco sends that one over. Thorkildsen sets this one up, and it is put down softly by Penner. Sarah Penner, 7 kills, 11 total attempts, only 1 error, and a 500 hitting percentage. They need to slow her down, Aaron.
Yeah, 6 kills in the first set. She's already got 1 here. She's really just playing some good volleyball, and Zags are really benefiting from it.
Thorkildsen just getting that one over. Nice line drive. Tardy comes on. And the lefty swing to get that one over is good. Abby Knapp sees her 2nd kill fall right in front of the net and barely went, but it did, and it's a 2-point lead. Marie Thordkildsen will serve again. Just getting a line drive serve every time, and tough job recepting it for GCU as the blocking hands up again. The 5th for Gonzaga, and a 3-point lead. Now they're getting a little run. GCU's got to have to stop that.
Yeah, Gonzaga coming into this game, they have some momentum. Exactly what the Lopes need there. Serve right into the net.
Well, you have the kind of taunting of the Havocs behind. You gotta think that that gets in the heads of the opponents just a little bit, not much. And not able to push that one inside the 4 corners, as it's 2 or 3 balls out on that far side. And 7-6.
2 straight points for the Lopes, so maybe the Havocs is working in our favor a little bit.
Kavensky serves. Gotta keep down the airs from GCU now and let Gonzaga make them, and that's exactly what they're doing. 7-7. The second air by Penner. It's been few and far between for Sarah Penner, but they'll absolutely take them. Kavensky serves again. And Penner is going to find pay dirt there. Just a good job of lobbing that one up, letting her 6'4" frame get underneath it and pound that one down to the hardwood. 8th kill for Penner.
Yeah, even with her miss last point, she definitely proved why she has the most kills in this match so far.
Smith serves, and a kill attempt by Adams isn't going to get over. It looked promising for the Lopes. She came flying in from the back. Just couldn't get it over the net.
Ice cream sandwich! Ice cream sandwich! That was weak, Faith!
And point there for the Lopes, 9-8. Ahern's going to serve here for the Lopes, and a service error. Exactly what we said. They shouldn't have airs. You got to clean it up and stay crisp. Let the airs come to you. That's one that really you can prevent. Take a little more time, but she'll bounce back. 10-8. Tiana Hollins will serve. And unable to keep that one up. So Gonzaga stretches that to 3. And a timeout on the Grand Canyon side. Lopes looking to figure something out, trailing by 3. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
GCU's College of Science, Engineering, and Technology offers a premier STEM education with relevant curricula designed to lead you to a career in the competitive fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. GCU is investing in the future of our STEM programs with multiple state-of-the-art facilities, providing students with access to cutting-edge technology. Our STEM education is motivated by a Christian worldview, which cultivates ethical decision-making. The College of Science, Engineering, and Technology fosters traits in adaptability, collaboration, creativity, as well as ethical and social awareness, which makes our graduates from our STEM programs more competitive. Through robust collaboration and partnership with industries that require a STEM-prepared workforce, our faculty concentrates exclusively on student success within a deeply nurturing Christian setting. Find out more at gcu.edu/cset.
Welcome back to GCU Arena. The score is 11-8 here. Lopes down again in the second set. Not exactly the start we wanted to see for the Lopes. What do the Lopes need to do in order to just prove to these Gonzaga Bulldogs that we can play volleyball?
Well, they have to reciprocate blocking. Gonzaga is not stopping that. They're at 6 now for blocking. They just got to keep their hands up and just change it and make sure that ball can get down on the Gonzaga side. Because Gonzaga's able to do it, GCU needs to be able to do it too. As a point there is going to go to the Lopes, 11-9.
It's going to be DeFalco's 6th kill.
DeFalco, such an electrifying freshman. Carpenter, though, to serve. Kept up. And then, oh, I thought that was going to fall, and it did. So Whitaker slammed that one into the net, came back. Everyone thought the point was over. Faith Smith picked it back up, but they said it was. And now 11-10 with a Heidi Carpenter serve. Kept up by Hallams. Smith is going to set this one, and it will fall just inside the line on the far side. If you're able to keep this deficit within 3 or 4, though, you got to like the chances for GCU of at least hanging in there. Serve on the way by Whitaker. Good job. Well, having to almost go into the bleachers on the far side booth by Haig to keep that one in, but they said it was out, and now 13-10.
That was weak.
Serve coming, they're attacking that right side each time, and a good return, but not quite able to get the kill, as it's maybe a half ball's length out of that near side corner. Whitaker serves and put down. Carpenter did not put an effort there, but that was a little bit hard. She looks like she was trying to wait for that ball to come down. And Chapman Gray said, no, I'm just going to go up right now and get it. And sure enough, she did. It's 15-10. There it is. A good job getting over the net by Hannah Hicks. Getting tall over that Gonzaga defense. And it's a 4-point lead for the Zags. Serve to DeFalco. Wow. Gray, such a powerful kill on that far side, and really no chance to return it. 16-11. And a serve for Jenna Kuhn. Carpenter sets, and a kill on the far side by Clara Kavensky. It's her third on 13 total attempts. Nice to get a point back. 15-13. I should say it's 16-12 scoreline. Serve there by Kobe Dunn. Carpenter's going to set this one right up in the middle. And that was Claire Kavensky able to get that one down. Kavensky 4 kills, 2 airs, 15 total attempts.
Yeah, really back and forth here for both teams. It seems to just be sharing kills back and forth. It's going to take that point, making it 16-14, cutting the deficit down to 2 points. Exactly what the Lobes need to do. I think that timeout was really good for the Lobes. They've been able to kind of take a deep breath, and they've been just chipping away at the lead here, and just a 2-point ball game now.
Oh, look at the Gonzaga players. You can just see kind of from body language, a little bit nervous. Weird spin on that ball, but able to keep it in play. And GCU point. Ball handling error. Kobe Dunn will serve again, as Kavensky's going to get the point. Dunn serves. Up it goes, and it's slammed down by Kaylee Lowen. Haven't heard her name called in a while. 5 kills, though, and a good job of stopping that mini run for GCU.
And Pinner has checked back into the game with the Zags.
Serve coming, and it is a service error from Gray. Gray has been dominant all day. And now a serve is going to be Kayla Redfield. GCU trails 17-16. field looking to tie it up. Up now, Gonzaga on their near side. Right into the net goes Kaylee Lowen, so there's an error, her first, and a crucial error at that, 17-17. Bumped up, now the kill as it was a blocking error, a tip off GCU on the near side. 18-17, Gonzaga back to taking the lead. And Thorkildsen is going to serve. Kept up by Dunn. And the blocking hands of Gonzaga get it done again. No match for GCU, no match for these hands. Just can't seem to get anything over the 7.5 block for Gonzaga. Thorkildsen, good service action again. And another block by Gonzaga. What do you do about it?
Speaking of block, and you know who actually blocked that was Penner. So not only is she playing offensive with 9 kills now, but she's getting blocks, and that's why Gonzaga is up by 3 points. And that's why Gonzaga took the first set and potentially could take the second.
Big error right there. Thorkildsen's not going to be able to find Hardwood. In a 20-18 scoreline as be a serve from Claire Kavensky. Received there by Penner and put down into the crowd as Kavensky can't put a play on that. 21-18. Substitutions come on for Gonzaga. And the serve is going to be Faith Smith. Smith sends this one up. And DeFalco, they are going to give it to her. The tip off of a Gonzaga player, and I thought that was just too far, but I guess a Zag got a piece. Emma Ahern on the service. It goes to the far side. And that one is a GCU point. Penner unable to get this one down. Ahern's going to serve it again. And we finally see a block. Randall Powers and Hannah Hicks say no, and they tie it up. Timeout on the court. And we'll be back up for the electrifying tied conclusion of set number 2 here.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty and student advisors. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Welcome back. The Lopes absolutely playing out of their bodies for the last 5-6 points. They brought it back to even. It looks like they were deflated. Well, it's 21-21 and a timeout called, and a good timeout. Let's see if the Lopes can come out and take this set.
Right, yeah, at one point it was 16-12 in favor of the Zags, so the Lopes have been able just to slowly chip away, and now it's 21-20 coming into the final 4 points of this set. The Lopes have a great opportunity to really get the second set and make it 1-1, but then again, you know, the Zags have proven that they can easily get 4 quick points, so these next few points are really crucial to whoever's going to probably win this match.
Well, you hope that a timeout like that puts the opponent on their heels, since it was GCU calling the timeout. And now Ahern to serve. 21-21. Good pancake there by Ahern. And the blocking hands up by Penner. Long rally. Blocking hands up by GCU, and it's kept up. Thorkildsen. Now Penner's going to try and kill it. And what a point. What a hard-won point there by Sarah Penner.
Yeah, it really went back and forth at points. It both looked like the teams were going to get the point, but then Penner secures another kill, making that her 10th kill.
Double digits already. Tiana Hallams serves it up. And it'll be on the kill to Falco, but they'll say it is a Gonzaga point. So Gonzaga 2 away and up by 2. We'll be right back to see how this one finishes.
I'm a student here at Grand Canyon University studying hospitality management. My hospitality courses here are giving me a high quality education from professors that I know have been successful. Being able to work while I'm in school has enriched my college experience. I feel like I know where I'm going and what I want to do. When they say find your purpose, they mean it.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
What a game of runs, just like you could say with any sport, but Gonzaga thought they may be on their heels. Well, they come out and they have 2 tremendous rallies, and they get the hard-fought points, and GCU needs to come out and do the same right there.
Yeah, I think the big thing for the Zags, why they have the edge this game, is Penner once again established why she is in the lead for kills. And the second set, we didn't really see DeFalco as much. She really came out energetic and was a big boost for the Lopes. But this second match, she hasn't really done a lot for the Lopes. And I think Penner has continued that momentum for the Zags. So that's what's giving the Zags this 23-21 lead.
Well, that's true. Penner definitely will need to be slowed down. 17 total attempts and 10 kills, and a .353 hitting percentage, and now the server's away by Hallams. See if they can come right out of the gate and get a point, and they do. GCU, a hard point, 23-22. Substitutes coming on for the Lopes. Hage comes on. And Carpenter will serve. Down by 1, 23-22. The final points of set number 2. Can they draw even in this match? Side out on the serve and a service error. So set point here. Does it end here? Can they keep it up? DeFalco. Now on the far side, this one's a lefty. Good job keeping that one up, and we'll see if we'll get another timeout. 24-23. Of course, got to win by 2, but got to prevent this point from going Gonzaga's way. And a nice fake. They're flying in. Was Gray, but unable to kill it. Kept up by Thorkildsen. Now another set. It's going to be Gray to try and end it. And she does. A set 2 victory by 2 for Gonzaga. And quiet as a mouse in the arena, as they will take the 2-0 lead, and we will be ready for this 3rd set. Right. But of course, severe disadvantage when you're down 2-0.
Sure.
You're really looking at the barrel right up close.
Yeah. Lopes were right there just for the 1 point. But I really think the big turn for the Zags was that service error by Carpenter. That really gave them from 23 to 24 points. And then Lopes were down 3 points at that point. So it's just hard to overcome that momentum when you know that the other team's 1 point away from victory. And it kind of just like starts playing in your head a little bit that any mistake is over. So I feel like the Lopes are right there. Definitely a better second match than the first set. But once again, the Zags do take an advantage, and I think it really has to do with just, more blocks and more kills and more digs. And I think, even the Zags came off, and Faith had that great set, and Powers couldn't really do as much for the Lopes, and DeFalco started to chime in a little bit at the end there. But I just think close game, close match, but the Zags just have the slight edge, and that's the reason why they're up 2-0.
Well, it's not to say that the Lopes are strangers to being down 2-0. They were last night against 7-1 Fordham to win the third set 25-23, and then they would lose 3-1, but they can do it. Of course, got to take one set at a time, losing this one 25-23, and they only trail Gonzaga in kills by 3. That's 26-23. Attacking errors might be the difference, though. 14 for GCU and 10 for Gonzaga.
Right.
You're going to have to minimize those. And then, like we talked about earlier at the end of set 1, conversion, Gonzaga 242 hitting percentage, and for the Lopes 120 hitting percentage. So just proves that Gonzaga's really able to get it past the hands of the Lopes a little bit more than GCU is able to. But errors, as far as service errors, 6-5. GCU has the advantage in that one, not the advantage you want. And Diggs, 34-27 in favor of Gonzaga, and that is a big stat.
Yeah, so all the stats are close. The Zags aren't dominating the Lopes in really any category. Definitely DeFalco and Penner are doing great on both sides for both teams, but it's just the Zags just have that slight edge, and slight edge is what wins you games and what makes your record better. So this third set's going to be really big for the Lopes because they got to come in and they got to start strong, and they got to get 3 or 4 point leads so that when it gets down to the 20s range, that they really can take this third set. Because the last thing you want to do is lose the game last night, come to this game, you get squeaked, and you go into tonight's game pretty discouraged, and you're really not just having the momentum you want, especially being in your home stadium with the Havocs, and just your parents probably are around. You really just want to come in and play good volleyball, and that's something that we've seen the Lopes do. So they seem happy, they seem comfortable. So I'm excited to see this third set and see what the Lopes can do here versus a great team from Gonzaga.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember, everybody up on your feet. And let's make some noise. As they are your feet to the low score. The Bulldogs will begin their third set with the serve. Tiana Allen to serve.
Set to go here in set number 3. A quick turnaround as Hollins is going to serve this one. And we are off. DeFalco. The ball comes right to me off the net. It's exactly what we talked about. Being able to get it over that, just timing it a little bit better. Not able to do so there, and Gonzaga jumps out to the early lead.
Right. And it's just those tiny mistakes that just chip away at you. 1 point, 2 point, 1 point here. 1 point when it's 23-23, and then it makes it 24 and gives that edge to the other opponent. So just those little tiny points, that's the difference between games when it comes to the end of the day.
When you have a point scoring system like volleyball, 25 points, back and forth, every point does matter.
Right.
And so you could say that in any sport, but here even more so. I mean, momentum, all that. We have a good rally here. He's not looking to give up yet. Hicks sends that one over, and it's going to be kept up. And a good job of sending it back over to the GCU side by the Zags. Can they finish it? They do. So a missed timed jump by Gray and Whitaker have given a point to GCU, and they're on the board first.
Yeah, exactly what the Lopes need after losing 2 points, and honestly just not looking very good. Just a really good rally there for them.
Just keep fighting hard and see if they can't come away with a set 3 win. Kept up, and it is out. Too hard by Elise Whitaker. Seen her finish that a fair amount of times. Today, 7 blocks from her, though. She is the catalyst at the net. DeFalco sends this one over. It looks like it's going to be an opportunity. Little blocking hands up for the Lopes right there.
Yeah, great block there from Konvinsky and Hicks.
Konvinsky and Hicks for only the second time today. Flying in there, good job to Falco. Going to the ground and keeping that one up. This one popped up too. Ahern. And another nice rally. Falco kept it up. Carpenter, Hicks. Point. Stays in, and this is what you talk about. Just got to start off. As nice, as good as you can, and that's what they're doing. Up 4-2, just rolling here. Ahern's gonna set this one up forward to Falco. Can't get it down. Thorkildsen. Over to Kuhn. Carpenter sets to Hicks. Not quite. Nice diving play by Thorkildsen. And another nice rally going. Carpenter set there. Punch. Good job done by Kavensky to sneak out. Carpenter to Kavensky. Blocking hands up. Good job keeping it up by Ahern. Kavensky again. Diving and nice rally we have going here. Blocking hands up again. This is Hicks and Kavensky for the Lopes. And after a hard-fought point, the Lopes have won it, and they are up 5-2. Those are exactly the points that can propel you to victory late in the sets.
Yeah, what a fun rally, just back and forth. That's something that the fans really get into. And just at the end of the day, Lopes got the point there, up 3 points, exactly what they want coming into the third set.
And that one is put down in the middle of the Lopes defense. 5-2 as that last kill by Jenna Kuhn. Kuhn only 3 kills. Carpenter, a nice set there, and it's kept up. Hannah Hicks getting something behind that. And you might anticipate a Zag timeout shortly, as it's all GCU early. Just what you don't want if you're Gonzaga trying to finish this out. On the converse end, you do exactly want this if you're GCU. Good job. See, these digs they haven't been able to get earlier, they're getting now, and being able to pancake the ball, keeping it from hitting the hardwood. Barely up. Good job by DeFalco staying back in the line, and Hallams keeps that one up. Good job. Faith Smith sends this one over. Carpenter set. Smith sets this one. And the blocking hands up for GCU, but Gonzaga able to keep it up and over. And now Kavensky is able to get the point. They're going to say it's a blocking error, and now 7-3 for GCU.
Yeah, another great rally in favor of the Lopes. Great digs from both Carpenter and Kobe Dunn both, and just a great kill by Kavensky there. Lopes up 4 points, exactly what they want.
Nice effort on the far side there to keep that one up. Kobe Dunn. It's just the plays that we just weren't quite seeming to see being made earlier. They're being made now, and the scoreline reflects that. 7-4. Served by Kuhn. She has served 12 times. And that's 13. Carpenter sets there, and a good job keeping that one up. Penner. I shouldn't say Penner, I should say Gray. And a GCU point, as they will double up the Zags. Kavensky gets the point with a set from Carpenter. And this is going to be a serve for Kayla Redfield. Redfield's on. Barely keeping that one up, and a good job keeping that one up by Ahern. Blocking hands, won't slap that one down. Kavensky. And it is put down. They said that swiped the ground. Done. Couldn't quite get it, and there's Gray. Again, her size just dominating, coming in and finishing.
Yeah, I think the big difference in this set here for the Lopes is that they're able to kind of dig these kills that in previous sets were like going for points. So now with the combination between Carpenter and Dunn, and there's another point for the Lopes there on a service error. That's why Lopes are up by 4 points now. Great shot here in GCU Arena.
6 service errors so far for either team. See what kind of factor that has to play later on in this set. Serve's not going to be able to be returned, but a good job keeping that one up, and it is over. Rudell blocking hands up. Good job of keeping that one in by Thorkildsen. Gonzaga needing a point to stop this mini run, and they're not going to be able to do it. Oh, a good pancake. Nope, they said that one fell. Thorkildsen couldn't keep it up, and it's 10-5.
I thought the Zags actually had that little pancake tip there, but they couldn't quite finish the play. That's going to put Lopes up 5 points here. Service from Kavinsky.
And it is put down. Couldn't quite get to it. Claire Kavinsky. She has 3 digs. Tegan DeFalco, though, how about 11 digs for her, 8 kills, and 172 hitting percentage. Redfield for DeFalco, and DeFalco can't get that one to punch over to the Gonzaga side of the net as it'll spin on her side.
Yeah, you might have jinxed her there by complimenting her when she messed up, so.
I know. There's such a thing as the broadcaster's jinx. I totally believe in it. And the first...
It's a thing.
I'll stop talking now.
Right.
Because GCU was getting the blocks themselves, and now
we might have to toss it to break.
Gone back to Gonzaga, yeah. Thorkildsen sends that one at Adams. Unable to get it.
Big turnaround here for Gonzaga. It's going to be a timeout here. We're going to toss it to break here, but we'll be right back with GCU TV.
Doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
And we're back at GCU Arena here. Lopes had a 5-10 to lead here against Gonzaga, but Gonzaga's been able to chip away at that 5-point lead, and now the score is 9-10. Alex, tell me about this third set so far.
Well, first of all, I mean, in the last 5 or 6 points, I jinxed them. You know, they were rolling, and I had to say something. I'll keep my mouth shut next time. But it's been a different Lopes team, really. I mean, it seems like the pressure's off. They're starting to be more aggressive and making the plays. Maybe they didn't want to go make those decisions in the first 2 sets, but now that they trail, the pressure's kind of off. They just got to keep playing like that and keep playing their brand of volleyball. They're a good squad. And right off the timeout, Thorkildsen is going to get the service ace. 10-10, we're all even. And she'll give this one again. Off to Tardy. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Kavinsky. Returns and a powerful slam on the near side, but couldn't find Hardwood. Good job keeping that one up. Huge dig, and Thorkildsen's going to send this one over. Set there by Redfield, and again, Thorkildsen diving, blocking hands up, and Gonzaga, the girls able to keep that one up in the air. And Adams puts this one home. 3rd kill. 11-10.
Lopes finally able to establish a point. A huge hit from Powers, huge hit from DeFalco. Adams was able to finish the play there for the point, making the score 11-10 in favor of GCU Lopes.
Sent over and too hard. just what the Lopes needed just to get a couple points back for that cushion. And the serve away. Right to Randall Powers, who's able to tip this one down and give the Lopes a 3-point lead. Thorkildsen keeps this one up, and Penner too hard. And a timeout called by the Zags. We'll be right back.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Certainly seems to look like the Lopes set right here, up 14-10, and no sign of slowing down for them. They keep playing like this. I don't see why they couldn't win this one and then make a comeback in the rest of the match. But just keep playing the way they've been playing.
They had a 5-point lead when it was 10-5. Then Gonzaga chipped back at making it 9-10, and now they have a 4-point lead going into the second half of this set here. So let's see if the Lopes can keep the momentum, keep this aggressive playing style, and really get some points to win this needed third set.
The air's really starting to come to Gonzaga. And now it's up. DeFalco, no, but it's kept up and into the bleachers on the far side. Powers makes the attempt. And this is Faith Smith to serve. 9 serves make that 10. Redfield, and it's a kill. Hannah Hicks comes in and kills that one. And a substitution on. Sarah Hage comes on.
Lopes actually taking the advantage and kills here at 32 to Zags 30. So really just taking the advantage here with some more kills and some more points on the board for them.
Wow, that's a nice set and a nice kill there from Thorkildsen to Whitaker. And a point back for Gonzaga, 3. Tiana Hallams for Gray. And Hallams serves. Couldn't get that one over. Still up though, as Ahern is gonna be able to toss this one over, and blocking hands up.
Really nice snipe there from DeFalco. Put it in that short corner where there was no Zags. Just a really pretty play to watch. Scores 12-16 in favor of the Lopes with that 4-point advantage.
Canyon! Grand! Canyon! Grand! Canyon! Grand!
And they will say net violation on Grand Canyon, I believe, and they're saying that's the second one. So 16-13, served by Whitaker, received by Kavensky, and now Gonzaga's really under the 8 ball, behind the 8 ball, I should say, as GCU just coming at him hard from every direction, and a ball falling there in Gonzaga's favor. So it looks like timeout may come on the court. as coach just wants to talk to her players. Now Kavinsky's going to try and kill this one. Can't do it. And on this side, it is going to fall. Wow, that was close. Half in, half out, and we're back to a 1-point lead for GCU.
Yeah, really tough call there by the line judge.
Wow, well, that's just great play. I mean, Kaylee Lowen getting her hands above everything else, coming over the net without touching it, slamming it down. It's now 16-16. Gonzaga has come all the way back from down 6. This is the squad that we saw earlier. Hicks keeps this one up. Kavinsky sends this one over, and a hand gets on it. Fans one on the left, not going to get it. Kavinsky sends this one over. Off the blocking hands, still up. And this one off the blocking hands, kept up again by Gonzaga. Ahern, Carpenter sets, Kavinsky kill. Ball's not going to get down, and it's still up. But a hard-fought point by Gonzaga, extremely hard fought. It's the diving on the near side for GCU, unsuccessful, and the lead is back to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, great hustle play there by Collins.
There's a soft tap trying to catch him off guard from any tendencies earlier, as this one's right into the net. Tied up at 17. Maria Adams and Emma Ahern on. Coach Tim Nolan not too happy, having something to say to the players on the court. Definitely a little disappointed in how they've been playing.
Especially because they had that 5-point lead when it was 15-10. And the Zags have been able to chip back away and actually take the lead now here, 18-17. Coach Nolan looks a little bit flustered, and I bet the Lopes do too. You know, they were playing some really good volleyball at the beginning of this third set, and the Zags just kind of seemed to, got a little more comfortable in a really close game here, but still anyone's game, hopefully in favor of the Lopes here.
They definitely seem to keep their composure and have maybe a little bit more stamina even. They're used to playing later in these games and being down and being more relaxed as a point there comes to tie it up, 18-18. Set 1, 25-20 Gonzaga. Set 2, 25-23. And the third set here, waiting on the conclusion of it. Will we have a fourth and fifth, or will we be done here? Hopefully, the Lopes keep it going as Knapp and Lowen just too strong and powerful for the Lopes. The arms tapping that ball right back down onto the GCU side.
Yeah, Randall couldn't quite get her soft tip over the arms of the Zags, and they're going to take that point lead here, 19-18, as the third set comes to a short close.
Adams right into the hands, and that one's just going to sit on the net and fall. Thorkildsen, good reaction time, being able to get that one. Kept up, and this one's down, and a point for GCU. It's Clara Kavinsky.
It's going to be Kavinsky's 8th kill of the day.
Let's go! Go! Let's go!
Put down hard and with conviction. I believe that was Kaylee Lowen again, or at least Whitaker, either way. Penner with 10 kills, Gray with 8, Lowen with 6, Kuhn with 5. Thorkildsen. And really a shot in their own foot right there. As tried to set it up for their own teammate and not even in place was possible. 21-19. Kendall Gray has checked on. We have a new face for the first time for GCU. It's Gray. Hopefully to get that killing technique, and there's a point right there, 21-20. Gray comes off, Hicks back on. Ahern serves. Now Ahern. And there's a mistake there and a GCU point.
Emma Ahern to serve.
Going to end here shortly, 21-21. Anyone's game. Hopefully advantage of the Lopes because they really need to get this set if they want to continue playing some volleyball this morning. And a great snag by our very own Alex Larson right there. Short-handed play. Knocks it back to the referee here, making the score 22-21. For the Lopes, and we're going to have a timeout here for the conclusion of this third set. We're going to toss the break, but we'll be right back.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty and student advisors. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
And we're back here at GCU Arena for the conclusion of this third set here. 22-21, the Lopes have a 1-point lead. They've been playing good volleyball here. This is kind of the volleyball we expected to see in the first 2 sets. They played good, but they couldn't quite get the chime that they want and that they have now. So the Lopes have an opportunity to take this third set and move it on to a 4th set here. But, you know, the Zags have proved that they can come back from any point deficit and really just, you know, win this game here. We got Thunder around us. He's messing with us right now. But we're going to get to the conclusion of this third set here at GCU Arena on a really nice, beautiful Phoenix Saturday morning here. A lot of fans, people pouring in for the tournament here. And it's kind of a really exciting crowd in the arena here for the conclusion of this third set and this really good game between GCU Lopes and the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
It's going to be interesting to see who can pull away in these final, I mean, anybody's game. Each team kind of been playing the same, so it'll be interesting to see how we finish off here.
Let's go, Lopes! Let's go, Lopes!
You can't have that. You just cannot have airs like that.
Down 2 sets, like you really need to be playing good volleyball if you want to continue playing, you know, for a 4th and 5th set.
Like you said, a point is the difference between a win and a loss.
Right.
So those are the errors you can't have, especially when you're up. Kept up here. Now to Falco, they're going to get it down, and it is a point for GCU.
Yeah, great kill there by DeFalco. That's going to be her 11th kill. She's actually passing the Zags' Sarah Penner, so DeFalco is the kill leader of this match.
23-22. Of course, got to win by 2. This is going to come down to it, I'll tell you that much. Keeps it up. Good job. And now, Thorkinson. Kept up there by Kavinsky. Carpenter set to Falco. Knocked down, and a net violation on Gonzaga, so it looks like we might be going to a 5th set, or a 4th set, I should say. 1 away.
Let's go, Lopes! 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 Let's go, Lopes!
Tie it up now to end it on the GCU side. To take at least 1 set from Gonzaga, who has dominated. Carpenter to DeFalco. Is this going to be this set 3? No. Thorkildsen. This one tracking to the back. DeFalco keeps this one up, and it's still up. Ahern able to keep that one in. Running back and a good recovery. Gonzaga, a big point right there.
Yeah, nice rally back and
Hard
forth.
fought.
Zags are going to take the point here. Still, Lopes are 1-point advantage here. They can end the third set here, but we'll see.
Just what the Havocs are saying, pressure for the Gonzaga Bulldogs, but a timeout called, and we'll be right back.
student here at Grand Canyon University studying hospitality management. My hospitality courses here are giving me a high quality education from professors that I know have been successful. Being able to work while I'm in school has enriched my college experience. I feel like I know where I'm going and what I want to do. When they say find your purpose, they mean it.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back. Gonzaga getting the last point off the timeout, and of course causing GCU to timeout. They're just one away. If they score now, they would win by 2, so it would be over. Just need to finish right here and stay alive, make it 2-1, force a 4th set.
Yeah, a nice called timeout here. So, nerves are calm. This is crunch time. This is when the Lopes really got to prove that they can, contend with Gonzaga, especially after Gonzaga comes out, wins 2 quick sets on the Lopes. Really need to come in here, and the Lopes need to get a set here to make it to a 4th set to potentially just, prove that to this tournament and to this season that they are bona fide and they are solid and that they are here to play good volleyball.
It'll be Tiana Hallams to serve for the Bulldogs. DeFalco tries to end it there. Now on the near side, blocking hands up, but that's not going to end it here. And that does. No. Oh my goodness, they're going to give the point to Gonzaga instead of the tip off GCU. I thought that was clearing out, but now 24-24 and a point for either team doesn't end it because it's win by 2. A near mistake by GCU, able to recover, and a good job. Nice dive, now giving everything out to Falco. Blocking hands up, communication is key here. Got to do it on the near side, and it is going to be a Gonzaga point. Down by 1. This is a match point. It shifted from GCU now to Gonzaga. A serve here and a point, and it's over. Yeah. GCU has got to keep this alive, give everything they have. It's time to sell out for your teammates and your school. Carpenter kept up. Near side. Ahern. Carpenter. DeFalco. Good pancake there. Tardy's going to keep that one up now. A set by spike by Kavensky. Kept up. Ahern again. Carpenter. Hicks. Kept up by the Zags. And this one tapped over, and it is over. A savvy move by the Gonzaga Bulldogs and the offense, and they get a clean 3-0 sweep. This one by a score of 24-20. And really, for GCU, it was just unable to convert. Gonzaga was just the better team. There's no 2 ways about it.
Yeah, they had better stats, they had better blocks, they had more kills. Powers really showed that she was here to play, but the Lopes at the end of the day couldn't quite match, the kills of Penner and the intensity, and they were right there in the 3rd set. They had a 2-point lead, and they were right there to say, hey, we're going to take this to 4 sets here in our own tournament, but they just couldn't quite take the advantage, couldn't quite finish it. But in all, the Lopes right there contended. Good, solid team here, and I'm not worried about their season. I'm not worried about the game tonight. We have a good, solid squad here, and they're bona fide with a lot of good players. Even though we're not exactly starting last night and today, I feel solid that the Lopes are going to come out and have a great season here in the 2017-2018 season.
Final score again: Gonzaga 3 sets, Grand Canyon none. 25-20 in set 1, 25-23 in set 2. And 26-24 in set 3. Yeah. We're back here again at 7 p.m. as the Lopes take on the Idaho Vandals as the GCU tournament continues and finishes.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you'll see us there today at youtube.com/GCU. Have a great night, and go Lopes, and we'll see you tonight.